stud athlete, and he's done a damn good job playing the court.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you the problems on the car that I just had repaired at Mackin Auto Body. It came in for some bumper work. Well, first of all, you can see the lower fender, or the lower bumper. There's a discoloration on the left side, and the bottom doesn't look rounded anymore to me. I came in because there was a split on the center right side as we're looking at it. The discoloration's on the left, and it's all jagged and bumpy down there, and from a distance it doesn't look rounded, and there's that discoloration. So very disappointed with that piece of work. They removed the bumper to do this work and clear coated it afterwards, but they didn't remove some road gunk, so now that's locked in under this new clear coat, as you can see. It's a few places there. It might be elsewhere, but that's the main part. I'm gonna come over to this compressor logo. I had this replaced because the original one, or the previous one, was installed incorrectly and it was jagged. So I was just like, let's just put it on correctly. It's kind of just bothering me. It wasn't very noticeable. So they put it on. I think it looks okay. I don't know. It's kind of tilting down there on the end, on the R. Anyway, but look what they did. Look underneath. There's lifted paint, or something's wrong with the paint there under the 8. When they asked the technician what happened, he said it was like that when he lifted the decal or the badge, which if everything else on the car was done properly, I would maybe tend to believe. My suspicion is that he did this, but even if he didn't do it, wouldn't a body shop mention that before slapping a logo back on top of it? I would like that to be fixed, because now I just have another, not obvious issue that is going to bother me, which is the original reason I had this logo replaced in the first place, was just tilted and it bothered me. So now this is going to bother me. So whether they did it or they didn't do it, they should have let me know and not put the logo over it, in my opinion. Because now if I want to get that fixed, I have to buy another logo. The main reason I came in was for these rails. I don't know if you can see in the sun, the rails are not the right color. And they didn't color match it properly. Yeah, it really sticks out. And then, I don't know if you could see that there's imperfections even in the paint that they did. And there's some orange peeling. There's also a lot of scratching. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pick this up here. There's a lot of scratching on the roof next to where they installed the new rails. And there's also this rubber on both sides. It's just jagged and improperly installed, and it looks really messy and amateurish. It's like that on both sides. This rail is also painted incorrectly. It doesn't match. I mean, look how bumpy the rubber is. Look here. It's not even installed right. Then they also installed these new black rails. The previous one, they get really hot because they're metal, so they absorb heat, and this car has been in Southern California, I think, most of its life. But they installed this with a big chip in it, so I have a big white chip in the black. Otherwise, they installed that well, from what I can tell. And then, just to top everything off, they apparently stepped inside the car. With paint on their shoes and got paint on the floor mat. The company said that they can probably power wash that off, or they have a solution that might be able to get it off. It's just an example of the sloppy work that was done and why I'm so frustrated by this. The rails look really nice. Down the window rails, I should say. So they promised that they're going to fix everything. They're probably, although they're kind of hesitant about taking responsibility for this. So I might have to fight about that, because I'm guessing to fix that might require the bumper or the entire panel to be repainted. I'm not sure. Yeah, just a really sloppy, unprofessional, and disappointing experience at Mackin Auto Body in North Portland.